Have you ever looked in the mirror, wearing a skirt you thought would flatter you, only to feel frumpy, off balance, or invisible? It happens more often than you'd think. Not because you've lost your sense of style, but because the fashion industry forgot that elegance at 60 isn't about trends. It's about refinement, balance, quiet confidence, and yes, flattering shapes that move with your body, not against it. The right skirt doesn't just complete an outfit, it transforms how you carry yourself. Suddenly your walk softens, your posture straightens, and your presence glows, because true elegance never chases attention. It commands it, with grace. And today, we're unlocking that secret, together. Welcome, my dear friend, to Age with Style, where we celebrate beauty, maturity, and the kind of timeless confidence that only gets better with age. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. You're in the right place. This is a community where fashion empowers, not pressures. So if you find this helpful, please go ahead and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share it with another stylish woman in your life, and don't forget to drop a comment below. I always love hearing from you. Now let's get into it. The 6 skirts that will make you look and feel effortlessly elegant at 60 and beyond. Because age doesn't limit your style, it refines it. Skirt 1. The softly pleated midi. Let's begin with a skirt that doesn't just flatter your figure. It tells a story with every step. The softly pleated midi skirt. This is the kind of piece that quietly says, I've lived, I've learned, and I'm not dressing to impress, I'm dressing to express. And what it expresses? Effortless elegance. Thoughtful grace. A style that whispers instead of shouts. What makes this skirt so special, especially for women over 60, is how it brings together structure and movement in perfect balance. It flows gently over the tummy and hips without drawing attention to them. It gives your figure room to breathe while still creating shape and sophistication. The pleats themselves are doing quiet work. They elongate the lower half of the body, adding vertical lines that make you look taller and more poised, without ever feeling stiff or restricted. And when you walk, those pleats sway just enough to make you feel, well, feminine again. In a grown-up, grounded kind of way. Now let's talk about that midi length, because it's important. A midi skirt that hits just below the knee or brushes mid-calf is the sweet spot. It offers coverage for the knees, which many of us appreciate, but it still shows enough leg to feel light and fresh. Not matronly, not frumpy, just refined. When choosing your fabric, go for something that glides. A soft chiffon, a fluid crepe, or a matte satin that moves when you move. These fabrics catch the light in a way that's elegant without being flashy. And on warm summer days, they feel like a breeze against the skin. Cool, breathable, and so easy to wear. You'll also want to consider the waistband. A flat front with an elastic back is ideal. It defines the waist gently without cinching or digging. And the styling options. Endless. A tucked-in silk blouse and a strand of pearls for dinner out. A lightweight linen shirt knotted at the waist for a Sunday brunch. Or even a simple fitted tee and sandals for a walk through the park. And let's not forget shoes. This skirt is a friend to your favorite flats, slingbacks, espadrilles, or even elegant sneakers. It adapts to your mood, your plans, your life. That's the real power of the softly pleated midi. It doesn't try to be trendy. It simply fits your life as it is, full, beautiful, and ever-evolving. Because when a woman over 60 walks into a room in a skirt like this, she's not trying to turn back time. She's showing up, fully in it, with grace, ease, and a quiet confidence that turns heads without needing to try. Skirt 2. The bias cut skirt. Now this one. This is where elegance meets understated sensuality. The bias cut skirt isn't loud. It doesn't beg for attention. But when you put it on, it does something quietly magical. It skims the body instead of hugging it. It glides as you move. It flatters without ever needing to flaunt. Cut on the diagonal of the fabric, a bias skirt falls differently than any other. It curves gently along your natural lines, softening your silhouette while still offering definition. And for women over 60, especially those with softer tummies or fuller hips, it's an absolute revelation. No clinging, no bunching, just fluid, flattering lines that feel graceful and natural. What's especially lovely about the bias skirt is how it honors your shape. It doesn't try to reshape you or hold you in. It works with your body, not against it. It allows room for comfort while still looking polished and refined. And the best part, you don't have to be tall or slim to wear it. Bias cuts flatter all heights, all curves, and all stages of life. Choose fabrics that move. Think silk blends, satiny finishes, even soft jerseys or rayons, and keep an eye on color and print. A soft neutral like champagne or dove gray is endlessly elegant, but a deeper jewel tone or gentle floral can add personality without overpowering your look. The length? Mid-calf is ideal. It's long enough to feel refined, but short enough to avoid looking heavy. And you can style it so many ways. Pair it with a slim knit top, or a tucked blouse, a denim jacket, or a light cardigan. Heels make it evening ready. A flat sandal or ballet shoe makes it garden party chic. And here's a little style secret. The bias skirt is one of those rare pieces that makes you feel beautiful the moment you put it on. Even on days when you're tired. Even when you're unsure. It does what all good clothes should do. It lifts you up. Because elegance isn't about dressing younger. It's about dressing you the woman you are today, with all the richness of experience, wisdom, and beauty that comes with it. Skirt 3. The A-line midi skirt. If there's one skirt that has stood the test of time, quietly flattering, endlessly versatile, and eternally graceful, it's the A-line midi skirt. This is the skirt that knows how to honor a woman's body at every stage. It cinches gently at the waist, then flows out in a soft, forgiving line that skims the hips, flatters the tummy, and creates balance from top to bottom. It's a silhouette that speaks without shouting, elegant, feminine, and effortlessly put together. For women over 60, especially those with an apple shape or a fuller midsection, this skirt is a gift. It defines the waist without clinging, and it offers shape without structure. You never feel squeezed or restricted, just beautifully draped. And the midi length? It's perfect. It lands at that sweet spot between the knee and ankle, where the leg still feels elongated, the calf is flattered, and the entire look says, I know exactly what I'm doing. Look for fabrics that hold their shape but still move, like soft cotton twill, linen blends, or a heavier jersey for cooler months. Pleated versions add gentle volume, while smooth panels keep things sleek. Whether it buttons down the front, zips discreetly at the side, or simply pulls on with a comfortable waistband, it's about ease and elegance working together. Color-wise, don't feel stuck in neutrals. Navy, blush, olive, soft plum, these shades are graceful and forgiving, but still fresh. And patterns? A subtle stripe or delicate floral can work beautifully, as long as it complements your frame and doesn't overwhelm. Style it with a crisp tucked-in blouse or a fitted knit sweater. Add a slim belt if you want a little waist definition. Finish with pointed flats or low-heeled slingbacks, and you've created something simple but striking. What makes the A-line midi so special is that it isn't trendy, it's timeless, and wearing it feels like stepping into your full power, quietly, confidently, and completely at ease, because that's what elegance really is. It's not about standing out, it's about standing tall, in your truth, your comfort, and your beauty. Skirt 4. The pleated skirt with movement now. Let's step into something a little more romantic, a little more artistic, but still grounded in that graceful practicality we love, the pleated skirt. At first glance, pleats might bring back memories of school uniforms or stiff, fussy outfits, but let me assure you, the modern pleated skirt is none of those things. In fact, when done right, it's one of the most elegant, body-skimming, confidence-boosting pieces a woman over 60 can wear. It brings motion, softness, and a touch of quiet drama to your look without ever overwhelming you. What makes it so flattering, especially for women with a fuller midsection or shorter torso, is the way the fabric falls. A finely pleated skirt begins with a smooth waistband and then opens into gentle folds that cascade downward. The eye is drawn vertically, elongating your figure, while creating space and softness through the tummy and hips. There's no clinging, no squeezing, just ease. But here's the secret. Not all pleats are created equal. Look for soft knife pleats or accordion pleats that start below a flat, wide waistband. Avoid thick box pleats that add unnecessary volume right at the waist. You want the pleats to flow, not puff. Fabrics like chiffon, satin, or a silky polyester blend work beautifully. They catch the light as you move and add a refined fluid texture. And when we say movement, we mean it. There's something poetic about the way a pleated skirt sways with you. It turns an ordinary moment, walking to brunch, stepping into a bookstore, strolling through the garden, into something cinematic. You don't just wear this skirt, you glide in it. In terms of length, midi is once again your friend. Just below the knee or mid-calf length is ideal. It keeps the lines elegant and lets the movement shine without dragging or overwhelming your frame. Now let's talk styling. For apple-shaped women, or those with a short torso, balance is key. Tuck in a soft blouse, or wear a slim-fit knit top that hits at the waist to keep things defined. You can even layer a cropped cardigan or lightweight sweater over the top. It adds polish without adding bulk. A belt, especially one in a similar tone as your skirt, can subtly define your waistline while letting the pleats take center stage. And color? Pleated skirts look stunning in soft neutrals. Think dusty rose, ivory charcoal, or soft olive. But don't shy away from gentle metallics or pastels either. A muted gold, pearl shimmer, or sky blue pleated skirt can feel like wearing sunlight. And who doesn't want that kind of energy? Footwear can shift the whole mood. Pair it with a kitten heel or slingback for a dressy afternoon out. Or keep it casual with white sneakers or a nude sandal. The skirt is so versatile, it invites you to wear it your way. Here's the most beautiful part. A pleated skirt doesn't just flatter the body. It lifts the spirit. It makes you want to move a little slower, carry yourself a little taller, and smile a little more, because it feels like a celebration of your femininity, not an apology for it. And at this stage in life, that's what elegance truly, not hiding, not shrinking, but shining on your terms. Skirt 5. The straight maxi skirt. Now let's talk about a quiet powerhouse. The straight maxi skirt. This isn't the flowy bohemian kind, nor the clingy jersey tube. We're talking about a tailored, structured maxi that falls clean and straight, skimming the body in the most flattering way possible. Why does it work so beautifully for women over 60, especially those with fuller tummies or shorter torsos? Because it elongates. It creates one long unbroken line that visually stretches the silhouette from waist to ankle. And that kind of clean line, it's the very definition of graceful dressing. What makes this skirt truly elegant is the restraint. There's no fuss, no volume, just a sleek, gentle glide along the body that moves when you move, but never takes over. Pair it with a soft blouse tucked in, or even a belted tunic, something that defines your shape without overwhelming it. Look for materials like linen blends, soft twill, or even a stretch crepe. The skirt should have some structure, a side or back slit for easy movement, and a waistband that sits just right. Not too high, not too low. Wear it with sandals, flats, or even a low block heel. It's the kind of piece that feels effortless, but always looks like you thought it through. Because that's the beauty of the straight. It's understated elegance at its best. It doesn't try too hard. It just works. Skirt 6. The high-waisted A-line skirt. Let's finish with a classic that has stood the test of time for a reason. The high-waisted A-line skirt. There's just something about the way this skirt hugs the waist and floats away from the body that feels instantly feminine, refined, and flattering on nearly every shape. For women over 60, especially those with a tummy or shorter torso, this silhouette is magic. Why? Because it creates balance. The high waist elongates the lower half, drawing attention upward and defining your shape without squeezing or highlighting anything you'd rather not emphasize. Tuck in a soft blouse, a sleeveless shell, or even a light knit sweater. Add a belt if you want to accentuate the waist a bit more. And for shoes, think strappy sandals, ballet flats, or kitten heels to complete the polished, effortless look. This skirt is about embracing your body as it is today with confidence and clarity. It doesn't hide you. It highlights the strength and softness you carry so beautifully at this stage of life. Because elegance after 60 isn't about shrinking yourself or dressing to disappear. It's about knowing what works and wearing it with pride. And there you have it. 6 timeless skirts that don't just dress the body, they honor it. Because at 60 and beyond, elegance has a new meaning. It's not about trends or rules. It's about feeling at home in your skin, choosing pieces that move with you, and knowing that style has no expiration date. These skirts aren't just fabric and seams. They're quiet statements of confidence, of grace, of a woman who knows who she is and shows up beautifully every single day. If this video inspired you even just a little, I would love to have you stay a while. Go ahead and subscribe to Age with Style if you haven't already. And if you found something here that spoke to you, leave a comment below. Let's talk about your favorite skirt, your go-to outfit, or what elegance means to you at this stage in life. I read every message, and I truly cherish this community we're building together. And of course, give this video a like, and share it with a friend who deserves to feel just as radiant and stylish. Until next time, keep dressing for the woman you are today, not the one from 10 years ago, not the one the world expects, but the one who's earned every ounce of her confidence. Stay graceful, stay bold, and always age with style.